I wanted to turn things over to Judith for a few minutes to discuss, to share with us what some of the resources are that are available through Anxiety Canada. Judith?
And Dr. Stewart, would you like to say a few words about the study?
Sure, I'd love to. This is a survey that our team developed, including Dr. Sellis, over many months. And we did this in collaboration with many different groups, with youth and parents and adults with lived experience, with the YWCA, with many different groups. And really what we're trying to understand is how people are doing in COVID, how it's affected them in terms of their moods or emotions, and what they're doing to cope, how it's affecting their thinking potentially, and then I think probably most importantly, uh, what their needs are. So what is it that people need in a time like this, and what resources have they had, so that we can understand which are the resources that we can build upon, if heaven forbid there were to be a future pandemic. And in particular, we've been, well, thanks to Anxiety Canada, connected this study to something called MAPS, or My Anxiety Plan, which is free, an online based coping tool to help with anxiety. So we'll be capturing that over time to understand from people, who are the folks that it's most helpful for. What are additional ideas that they might have, and what are the things that people are finding most helpful in being able to stay resilient in these times.
Thanks, Dr. Stewart. I'm just going to go to Anxiety Canada's landing page and show some resources. This is our homepage, and last year, because of the pandemic, and we really pulled together a one page on our website. So it says here, coping with COVID-19, access our anxiety resources here. So when you click on that, you'll arrive at most of our resources outside of anxiety disorders. And so the Coping with COVID-19 has a series of town halls, and these town halls are with panelists, and the panelists are people on our scientific advisory committee. And we've had tens of thousands of listens of each one of these town halls. So if people are wanting to hear about more coping strategies or different challenges with uncertainty, they can have a listen here and play back these town hall episodes. Our scientific advisory committee also developed 8 very specific articles about anxiety and COVID. I'll mention 2 of them because these 2 are for teachers and classrooms, virtual and physical classrooms. The one is called Back in the Classroom, Strategies for Teachers. And then the one beneath it is 7 tips for educators returning to school during COVID-19. And the 7 tips is about how to help students transition back into school while also self-managing. We've mentioned our Mindshift CBT app. And Mindshift CBT, because we've talked a fair bit about managing anxiety, is an app that we created it's your portable friend, essentially. So it's totally free for anyone around the world to download. It's available in French and in English, and it teaches you about the basic anxiety conditions, how you can check in with yourself. So some of those anxiety symptoms we discussed. It tracks your progress. You can do your cognitive behavior therapy homework in the app. And then on this page, if you click on this play button, there's a 6.5-minute walkthrough video of how to use the app. We have somewhere between 75,000 to 90,000 monthly active users of the app. So it's, we're receiving a lot of really good feedback on how it's helping people. And then the other tool that we have is called My Anxiety Plan. It's the one here, and Dr. Stewart made mention of it. And these are 2 courses that we've developed that are based on cognitive behavior therapy again. And the one is MAP for adults. So anyone who wants to learn self-paced, to take the course, you register online. It's completely free, and you learn about anxiety, and you learn a lot of coping strategies within the course. The other one is called Child and Teen MAP, and that is we recommend that a parent or a caregiver use the course first, go through it, and then you can, if you're comfortable, work through the MAP with your child or teen. I've even heard from teachers that they've used the child MAP course in school, so they've run through it with their class. And then the adult MAP course has been used by teenagers as well. The courses are, as I said, available and online and free of charge. We also have an online directory, and the online directory was created because people call us regularly to ask for help. So systems navigation, where do I find a psychologist? How do I find some programs and services for virtual or in-person support or group support? And the directory lists specifically across Canada programs and services that you can access. Of course, with COVID, I'll just say that we haven't been able to check every one of those resources. Some of them may not be operating as usual. And then lastly, I'll mention there's this colorful, these 5 faces here. This one is called Mindshift CBT Groups. And this is an online therapy program that we developed, and Dr. Sellis was involved in this as well. And it is a live 1.5-hour facilitated group therapy program that for those with mild to moderate anxiety. And if you click on the link here, you'll be able to find a lot of details about how to apply for the program. I will stop here. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Judith.